What's up, YouTube? I'm bringing you a little bit of a different video today. It's going to be kind of a perspective of if I'm in the market for a heavier duty truck, should I get something older or should I get something newer? This is a video I've actually been wanting to do for a little bit of time. I got my buddy Tom here. He's got a newer Ram and he's going to talk about this truck in a second, but we're going to be comparing in a couple of different ways these two trucks. This is my 06 Ram 3500. It's a Cummins, it's a 6-speed truck. So this is a pre-emissions truck. It literally just has a resonator on the exhaust. There's no EGR, there's no nothing. And this is, at least in the state of New Jersey, the trucks made before 2007, if it's 8600 GVWR and up, so basically if you have a 3/4 ton truck and up, made before 2007, they no longer have to be inspected. So it gives you a lot of freedom to kind of have the truck however you want, use it however you want. I don't have to have it inspected. There's nobody cracking down on me for emissions stuff. And this truck right here is a little bit of a different story. So we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. Mainly, we're going to be towing with these trucks today, and we just kind of want to see, with all the evolution of better emissions equipment and whatnot, what's the byproduct of that? Is this truck going to get better fuel economy, or is this truck going to get better fuel economy? You know, which truck is going to be faster? This truck has a mild tune on it, so it's definitely a little bit faster than stock. But you know, on paper, this truck makes a lot more power. They both weigh right about the same. They're right around 6,900 pounds empty. And yeah, we'll just check out who's going to get better fuel economy. This on paper makes a lot more power, should be a lot faster, and you would think should get better fuel economy, but I've heard a lot of rumors that the new trucks with all the emissions don't really get better fuel economy at all. But without further ado, this is my buddy Tom. He's going to tell you a little bit about his truck.
What's up, YouTube? I got a 2018 Ram 2500 Laramie Longhorn edition. It's fully loaded, got everything you could want. Great truck, fully stock, nothing done to it. Done some towing for sure. She does well. Definitely a big fan of the 5.9 liter Cummins, but I like my chillers, my heaters. I like everything, and I gotta be a prissy little girl and be comfortable when I'm riding around.
Well, when we get in these trucks, we'll show you the two interiors. Mine's an SLT, a base SLT. I have a power driver's seat. That's it. Everything else is manual. I've got cloth. You know, it's what you need, I think, and everything you don't need. I got a good radio. I've got good AC. And like I said, my power's driver's seat, that's about all I need. This thing is fully loaded. It is gorgeous inside. I mean, the leather is beautiful. It's got a sunroof. It's got heated and cooled seats. It's got an exhaust brake. It's got a lot of nice features about it. And this truck also has air suspension. So one thing you're going to notice is my 3500 is going to squat with this trailer behind me a lot more than his 2500. And there's also another interesting thing that I want to show you is this 06 3500, the GVWR is 9,900 pounds. This 2500 GVWR is 10,000 pounds. So I don't know what happened along the lines. I know during this era, a half-ton truck, the GVWR was typically around 6,800 pounds. 2500 was usually about 8,600, and a 3500 was 9,900. So I don't know what happened when this got bumped up. I don't know if the airbags have anything to do with that, but just a couple of interesting differences. You can see behind my truck, this is a trailer we're going to be pulling, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So cue that video now. This is my 24-foot enclosed trailer, and this is what we are going to be pulling. As you can see, I've got my Maverick in here, and up ahead of that I've got my Grizzly and my Rincon. I'm going to pull everything out and show you guys how I have this set up, but this trailer has a significant amount of tongue weight. I want to say this thing weighs about somewhere between 8,000 and 9,000 pounds loaded up the way you see it here, and I've got the trailer set up sort of like a mobile workshop. It's pretty capable what I'm able to do out of here. And so let me just take everything out of here, and then I'll walk you guys through this, and I'll show you how I have it set up. But this thing does have a significant amount of tongue weight. You'll see the way that this is all in here. Look at the location of the axles. So I got both ATVs ahead of the axles, plus all my stuff up here that I'm going to show you in a minute. And then the front axle of this Maverick is actually right over the front axle on the trailer. So I tried putting some heavier stuff back there to balance it out, but there's no way around that. This trailer is just hefty on the tongue. So come along, I'm gonna pull everything out, and then I'll show you guys what we got inside here. All right, so I got all three machines out. That is a 6,500 watt generator. It's a 220 generator, so I have the whole trailer wired for 220, so I can run. I've got lights in here and outlets and things, and I've got a 220 volt air compressor in the back. It's a big one. I think it's bigger one. I think it's 27 gallons if I remember right. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit bigger, but that's the head of the air compressor there. I've got a Lincoln MIG welder, a 210 multi-process welder, my shield gas. I built some shelving in here for various fluids and parts and toolboxes. Needless to say, it is very heavy up here. I got all parts and stuff under here too, oil containers, and I got a little shop press, little Harbor Freight 12-ton shop press mounted back here, some jack stands, a jack. That's the old bed cover for my truck. The one that's on it now is something that I built. But yeah, so this is the trailer that we are going to be towing. We're just going to measure the squat of the truck real quick. So I put a tape mark on the fender just to make it easier, and we're going to measure how much the truck squats with this weight on it. So I'm right at 42 inches, pretty much dead on. So go ahead and drop it down, Tom.
Bringing her down, Harry!
There's an inch of squat, there's an inch and a half of squat. We're just under, we're right about 2 inches of squat, I'll call it. So we're just touching the extra leaf. Yeah, we're right at about 2 inches. We started at 42, now we're at 40.
Sand it. Let's see how she performs.
Oh, she's gonna be mint. So we just got to Wawa, we're filling up. Diesel's down to 5.27 a gallon. What was it like, oh, what, 3 months ago? It was like $6.50 a gallon it got up to, Tom?
$6.30, $6.45.
Yeah, it was, I remember one time I paid $188 to fill the tank and it still didn't fill it. It was pretty bad. Oh look, $36 because it only took 6 gallons. All right, so we're gonna do a loop. We'll see how far we go. The highway that we're going to be on is, it's a highway, but it goes through some local areas. So you're going to have a decent mix of driving. You're going to have stoplights. Then you'll have extended periods of time where you'll be able to do 60, 65 miles an hour. So it should be a good fuel economy loop. It'll be a good average test. That's what we're going to go for.
And we'll cut back to you.
So we're about at the halfway point. We're heading back to that Wawa. Truck's been doing good. This truck has plenty of power. Like I said, this trailer's about somewhere between 8,000 and 9,000 pounds. And so we'll see what kind of fuel economy we're getting. All right, guys, so we just filled up.
Oh, she's putting it in reverse, Terry.
We did a quick little loop. It was about 50 miles. So now we're gonna go back. We're gonna pick up Tom's truck. We're gonna do the same loop, and we'll see how we made out. I'm not gonna tell you guys what kind of fuel economy this got yet. What do you think, Harry? You think you're gonna do better?
No.
I guess we're gonna find out. I don't know, man. That exhaust doesn't sound quite as good as mine.
She's very quiet.
Way nicer in this cab, though.
Can't even hear us running. Gotta put this on because it'll ding at me.
Oh, to yell at you?
Oh yeah.
Safety first, man.
Oh, look at that nice backup camera.
Oh, wait.
Oh! I took the mirror off.
Want me to back you up to the trailer? Oh, wait. Huh. Right.
Fix this mirror.
That's all right. My truck makes you a better driver. You want me to fold this one up?
Sure.
Moose mode. Moose mode. Engage. Isn't that just nice? All right, let's go measure squat. So let's see what we're at. So my mark, right at 41.5 inches. Go ahead, Squid. Go ahead. So we were at 41.5, now we're at 39.5. But Tom, are the bags gonna correct?
Should.
Oh, I hear it. Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible. 41.25. So, a 1/4 inch of squat, Tom. Impressive. Impressive to say the least. We're rolling out with the trailer. Moose mode engaged. And this truck barely even knows that there's a trailer behind it. Way more refined in this cab. I've got my air conditioned seats on, so my butt and my lower back are kept nice and cool. And Tom, that mustache of yours is looking fantastic.
Little exhaust brake action.
Yeah, this truck has an exhaust brake, which makes it really nice. I mean, obviously you can't feel this, but we're going down a hill right now. He's not touching the brakes, and look how much this truck is slowing down. Incredible. Definitely a nice feature to have. That's a good looking setup right there. That truck is gorgeous.
Yes, I did not scratch that bumper.
What's that?
I did not scratch that bumper.
Oh, what's that from?
Click down the bottom.
Tom claims this was like that when he bought it, all scuffed up. I don't know, Harry. I'm not buying it. You were down to what, a 1/4 of a tank?
Yeah.
Down to a 1/4 of a tank. So let's see what kind of damage this causes. So we're all filled up. 120 bucks, 22 gallons. All right. To the test loop. Definitely a lot less noise in this cab. This truck does something weird when it shifts. Check this out. You guys hear that? What'd you say it's called? Flare shifting?
Flare shifting.
Apparently they call it flare shifting, and it's supposed to make the shift smoother, but I don't know, that just seems like clutch slip or torque converter slip or something. I don't know.
Just waiting for my transmission to blow.
She's a Dodge. She is a Dodge. Finishing out the trip now. We're coming back up to the Wawa. we'll see how we did. I have a good feeling about this. I think my truck might have done slightly better. You topped it off last time, right?
Yeah, one little squirt.
Go ahead. Dude, I think that's the same amount of fuel. I think that's the same as mine. Just disconnected the trailer. I got both receipts here. Let's do a little bit of math. So I got Tom's here on the left. So we got, if this thing will focus, 3.8 gallons. So we did, I think this lens might be a little dirty. Let me pull out my calculator here. So it was a 45.5 mile trip divided by 3.855. That's 11.8 miles to the gallon towing this trailer. So my truck, same mileage, 45.5 miles divided by 3.59. My truck got 12.7 miles to the gallon. So almost a full mile per gallon better on the older truck that rolls a lot of coal. All right, you ready? You ready to do some 0 to 60 times?
Oh yeah.
We'll see who's faster.
Not creaky door.
All
Tell
right.
you that.
I'm gonna go get the draggy. You fire this hog back up. Let's go out. Yep, right here. All right, so we got the draggy working. We got good signal right now. It's a nice clear day.
Stopping at the racetrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course there's a guy walking here. We're not trying to be too derelict here. But we're gonna do a couple 0 to 60 runs, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. He looks like he's gonna love this. And then we'll do the same thing on my truck. We'll see what we get. Let me reset the draggy. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, that was better this time.
60.
She felt better.
0 to 60 is under 9. You got
Quarter mile.
8.98 seconds.
She felt better.
That's good. All right, we're gonna screenshot this. All right, so we're back in my truck. We're gonna go to the same stretch of road and try to collect the same data. I will say this, I definitely think this truck pulls harder, but I don't know with the handicap of driving stick if I'm gonna be able to match the 0 to 60 time. This G56, they don't exactly like to be rushed, and I'm gonna launch this thing in second. So I have to go 2, 3, 4 and get it into 5th before it'll actually hit 60, just because the gears are so closely spaced. So we'll see what we can do.
Well, that was aggressive.
How'd we
Blew
go?
my time away.
How'd we do?
788.
Oh shit! Oh, that's awesome. So you got 898. I got 788.
2 seconds.
We'll turn around. We'll do this again. We'll see what we can do.
But you're probably starting third.
I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to abuse my clutch like that. All right, hit reset. Ready?
.82.
That was actually even a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good. I'll take that. Feeling pretty good about it right now.
Stick shift over automatic all day, every day.
That's it, baby. That's it. So just to button up what we found. So towing the trailer, we did about, it was roughly a 50-mile loop. It was 45.5 miles in the end. And my truck got slightly better fuel economy. I got about 0.8 to 0.9 miles per gallon better. And then we went out, we did the little bit of performance testing, 0 to 60 times. Mine consistently was about a second faster, 0 to 60 every single time. So there's a couple things to point out. That truck, way nicer, way more comfortable. Towing a trailer, it was way more comfortable, quiet, collected. This truck I felt like definitely pulled a little bit harder. Of course, getting the load going from a standstill with the stick is a little bit more of a, it's a little bit more cumbersome, let's say. I'm not going to say it's difficult, but it's a little bit more cumbersome trying to keep up with traffic from a traffic light on the particular highway that we were on. Bit of a challenge. I was kind of an annoyance if I was in the left lane. I could keep up, but it's the shifts that take a while. But in the end, that truck's way more comfortable. This truck got a little bit better fuel mileage and was definitely faster. There was no question about that. But if that truck was deleted and tuned, you know, if Tom's truck was deleted and tuned, that truck likely would absolutely blow my doors off and probably get better fuel economy than this does. This truck has a tune on it, and these had a cat converter from the factory that's no longer there. But it doesn't matter because this truck is a pre-2007 truck, which in New Jersey, I don't have to pass inspection, I don't have to meet emissions. Tom's truck does. So
No inspection.
right, exactly. No inspection at all. I don't have to get inspected whatsoever. So you guys might be saying like, okay, well, I'll just delete and tune the truck. Well, it's not that simple. The EPA is really cracking down on guys now. There's this one guy in particular that we know of that he had, what kind of truck was it?
It was the same truck as mine. It was tuned and deleted. He was trying to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. And he actually got a letter in the mail saying for him to sell the truck, he would have to put all the emissions back on. And I don't know if he's going to keep it or not, or he's going to fix it.
Think about how ridiculous that is, though. Your personal truck, you go to put it up on Marketplace, you advertise it as a certain way, which, okay, granted, you're not supposed to do that, but you got the EPA sending you letters that, oh yeah, you can't sell this truck because it's deleted.
It's the
So
law.
so you have to go put this all back. It's just, it's Big Brother's watching you, and I don't like that. But either way, it's if you're going to delete and tune a truck, at least in my state, it's a risk that you're going to take. Are you going to get caught? The fine is really, really hefty.
It's like 10 grand.
It's like a $10,000 fine
for a personal vehicle. If it's commercial.
Right, personal vehicle, it's like a $10,000 fine. I have no idea what it would be if it's a commercial vehicle, but I would imagine that is an astronomical fine. So, what's the risk that you want to take? That truck, like I said, super comfortable. It's got all the creature comforts. I mean, the thing rides great. But you also pay a price for that. I mean, that was a $60,000 truck when Tom bought that a year ago. It had, granted, the truck market went a little wild, but I didn't buy this truck much before he bought his. That truck he paid, it was like 58 or 60, right?
60,
$60,000. The truck had 80,000 miles on it. It's 2 years old, 3 years old. This truck, like I said, is a 2006. It had 189,000 miles on it. When I bought it, I paid $12,000 for this truck. It is not perfect by any means. It's got rust on the rockers. It's got rust on the doors, which I'm going to get fixed. But not perfect, but still a really nice running and driving truck. It's got 212,000 miles on it now. The thing runs great, performs great. So, it's all personal preference, I guess. I love this truck. I love driving this truck. I think it's comfortable. The heated and cooled seats are nice, and all the modern radio and everything that can talk to your phone and everything. It's all nice. Me personally, I don't really care. I like the driving experience of this truck, but but there's no question about it. I mean, that truck's in a completely different league. Tom's truck's in a completely different league as far as comfort goes. So, but we definitely found out some interesting information today. What do you think?
Yes, we did.
That's it. Give us an outro, Tomo. Give us an outro.
5.9 Cummins.
All right, guys. Thanks for checking in.
See you next time.